A warm good evening and welcome to it. It's time for Sport at 10, the biggest sports show on the face of South African television. Yes, you are here and the bench is ready. But before I introduce you to who's sitting on the bench, let me get you to the man on this side of me, the Shampunizer. Shampooninho, how are you?
I'm very good, man. I look like spring. I feel like springing. And because we have Girl B here, you can call me Boyish S. Shampunizer, Wabatu. Giving the people what they want.
Is that true?
Eh? No, we'll discuss it. If it's copyrighted or not. There are words that you can't just say these days.
Okay. All right, we're coming back to you, Shampunizer. He'll be giving us the sports comedy as we continue through the show. And then, Kanyiso Chwaku, the man from the Sunday Times. Kanyiso, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm too good. But I'm interested in the fact that you worked and do work for the SABC.
Yes.
Like, what do you do on the SABC?
I am a radio commentator for True FM, which is the Eastern Bishop-based radio station. It was formerly known as CKI, for those who are not about, let's say, for the millennials. Don't know, like, CKI.
The key is, you like on radio, but you're not like famous like the person next to you. So what I was saying here is, this is your chance, because you're on radio, to get radio tips. You know, how do you do? What must I do? You know, and I see you sitting like casual. You should have been, listen, what must I do? But we've also got him here for very sad news, because we did, as a sports fraternity, lose Chester Williams. So he's going to be giving us exactly what Chester was to South African rugby. And then, Bonang Mateba, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good.
It's been a minute,
Good to be back. Yeah, your home looks very different.
No, we changed it. We changed it like it's been like 6 years since you were last on the show.
Please.
So we're allowed to make 1 or 2 small changes, right?
I like it.
How are you?
Good. You look great. I'm great.
No, I went and looked for, like, you know, the waistcoat that would do the business.
I
you know,
can see.
I
You
was
look
trying,
amazing.
but
Thank you.
you can't win when you're like in a fashion game review, right? And this is the thing, because I'm looking at you and Gabuza next to you, the Ganda. Like, what is this thing with torn jeans? When I can't get into
it's a style, as you can see.
But I can't get into wearing things where my knees are showing.
No, you don't have to.
But I can't do it.
Well, maybe I'll teach you.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a vibe, as you can see. Eh?
Then Supersport United, Tamsanga, Gabuza. Ndoto se for me, man. Here we are, man.
Yeah, like usually, Thomas.
Oh.
Thank you.
It started.
Yeah, no. It's on form now.
It started.
Let status, hey, I'm hungry.
Okay, so hungry for goals.
I'm hungry, yeah. Hey,
you're hungry.
It's a hungry strike.
Okay, so because he's already coming with things, maybe before we even get to the news.
Yes.
Bonang.
Yes.
I heard you sing the other day on social media.
Sing a song.
Like you sang. Like you sang. You were like to the left.
You know, here and there,
That
I
voice,
do my
like,
thing.
where's the voice coming from?
I don't know, really. I sing in the shower. I love music, you know. I'm not necessarily a musician. I've been told I've got a beautiful voice. I don't love to sing. Do not make me sing.
It wasn't bad, though. It was just the high notes. Just le. But can I tell you one thing?
Yes.
We need you to be a judge.
Okay.
Because there is somebody who is so much more west.
You know,
so already we are saying. Okay, let's just play this for you guys. Cover your ears at home, sensitive viewers. This is a problem, but.
John Legend! Not on prosper from life, another stood painful drive. You give me word to me, I want to me.
No. Gwen. I said.
Next stage.
Not even through the door. Just keep it right there, you know. Find another career. Like Hi, Sile.
No, mar leango beyazi. Or mar didn't
I was
show.
wrong, I'm a relics, most.
I'm a relax, yes. Yes, boy.
You know, let's get to the news story. Let's get to the news story.
video,
You guys are part of the news. We're going to talk about that. However, we start out with the under-23s.
Yes.
Now, we are playing in Zimbabwe. We're trying to get to the Olympic Games in 2020. We're also trying to make sure that we get to the under-23 CAF Cup of Nations.
Yes.
We beat them
We
5-0.
5-0 on aggregate.
Yeah.
We thrashed them. We need to use big words because, you know, our big team can allow us to do that. So under 23, we thrashed Zimbabwe 5-0, Baba.
So what happens now? We go to...
We have qualified. We are going to Egypt again without Lodge.
You.
So we will create our own. We will create our own stars, and this is the future. This is the one team that I'm going easy on because they are the future. Bafana, no Messi, but these ones, they are cool. They are doing well. They are getting there.
And if they do well at the CAF Cup of Nations,
yes,
finish in the top 3,
yes,
they go to the Olympic Games in Tokyo.
Olympic Games, yeah,
in 2020.
Yes, I'm supporting them because but yeah, you know, we have to because they're going to Egypt. Boda, we see you. Don't even think about it.
All right, so let's move on to the next news story, which is around... I want to talk about football nicknames.
Yes.
If we were to give Caster Semenya a football nickname, what would we give her? Can you think? Everyone's thinking. What would you do?
I'm Caster Legs of Thunder Semenya. Caster Hadima.
Legs of Thunder.
Corner to corner. Box to box.
Caster box to box Semenya.
I mean, she'd have run a fair number of midfielders.
But I know that thing, man.
Gautrain?
Yeah.
Gautrain.
Gautrain, yes.
Yeah.
I like that. It's
Plus
fast, it's quick.
Yeah, Gautrain works. Gautrain works.
And exactly the same nickname as the, you know, Barkamantlo Sukulel, who's from
What about Speed Kills?
You see, Kills is a bit...
Speed Kills Semenya.
I know.
He's very commentated. Speed Kills? Speed Kills?
No.
Speed Kills? Speed Kills?
No.
Speed Kills? I mean, come on.
No. Caster Legs of Thunder Semenya. Gautrain or Caster Legadima.
Okay, let's get viewers to be involved in this. Give Caster a football nickname. The reason why is that Caster is playing football now.
Yep.
Yeah, she's signed with a football club.
Yep.
Yeah, let's take a look. I think we got something where we can show that she's now joined Janine van Wyck's football team.
Yes. JVWFC. Janine van Wyck football club.
There's the jersey.
Yep.
There's the jersey.
Yeah.
And Kabuza can never mark it.
Next.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we need to tell Caster, you have to run behind the ball, not in front. Because Caster is used to leaving everything behind. Everything Caster is behind. So Caster, the ball is your friend. Don't leave her, because who has ever run in front of Caster? Ever. So Caster, behind the ball, Mokadi.
Will she be a good footballer? What do you think, Tamsan?
Yeah.
Angadlala
ibhola. Since wonke umuntu osebholeni uyagijima mos.
Yeah. So Naivele.
Hayi.
Speed.
Straight.
Done. Caster with the speed? Okay. What do you think, Bona?
I think so. I think,
making
you know,
a change in life.
Yeah, a big part of football is obviously how quick you are, how quickly you can get to the ball, defend the ball. I think she would be wonderful, and she's tall.
Did you play?
Me?
Yeah.
I did play for the Kaizer Chiefs celebrity ladies team. Don't
I was there. I was there. Was it at the Red Show?
No, it was Komafik Stadium a very, very long time ago. We used to play the halftime special. Myself, I think a number of other female celebrities.
What position?
Hi, whatever is whatever.
Where were the cameras for this? We need this footage.
There is a picture, I think, you know, someone might actually find it on Twitter if you look very, very hard. We're all wearing, like, white Kaizer Chiefs T-shirts. Very long time ago. Nikinani Yaki Balk. That's how, you know,
I saw
ancient
Kabuza
it is.
just shift away from you. Every time he said Kaizer Chiefs, he kept moving further.
Okay. That's why I gijima yonke indawo.
How? Okay, so we've got Caster.
Yes.
She's doing the football thing, but she did also say, and I'm sure we can get this from our man here in the journalism chair, Kanyiso. She did confirm that it's not the only thing she's going to do, right?
Well, Caster's an athlete.
And that's what she said on her Instagram.
And I mean, look, you need a specific skill set to thrive at bowling. You see, you can't just rock up. You may be an athlete, I mean, but you can't just rock up. Doesn't operate like that.
But she said she's going, as much as she signed for a football team, she's still a track and field athlete.
No, that shouldn't change. I mean, Caster is a track and field athlete.
All right, so
that's what you know her as. But I think no. But I think Caster, I can actually picture Caster being a proper striker. Makfigi ball crossing, I fagi ball him not in peluto.
All right. Speaking of new signings, Caster's a new signing. There's a new signing as well at Swai. they brought in this man, Vuyo Mere.
Yes, yes. I see you use the word Vuyo Mere and new. But it's a new old signer, old signing. Yeah, like Vuyo Mere, like he's been to, like he moved to every small club to lift it up. Like what it was, like Vuyo Mere. Now he's gone to Swallows and he's played for Swallows before.
Yeah.
So he's retweeting his life.
But retweeting his life. Okay, that's Vuyo. We've got the story there. Bonang, I need to ask you this question.
Yes.
What would you pay for a piece of clothing that Barack Obama has worn in his life?
It depends what it is. It depends where he wore it to.
Basketball jersey.
Basketball jersey.
That's confirmed he wore.
Okay. I don't know, 20,000 South African rands?
No.
Not enough.
You wouldn't even get in the door.
Okay, 500,000 South African
Nah,
rands.
Not even close.
Okay, 500,000
maybe you'll
US
get
dollars.
maybe you'll get the socks.
Okay, 500,000 US dollars.
Okay, no. This is what happened.
Okay.
He had a jersey that he wore in high school. Like in high school, for his high school like team. There it is.
Wow.
That jersey went on auction, and it's like he wore it when he was age 18. He wasn't even Barack Obama then. Like no one knew him. Do you know how much they paid?
Yeah, we see it here. It's 1.85 million rands. He can, like, that's a lot of money.
1.85 million rand.
Yo.
It's like that jersey Kabuza threw. It's not worth that.
And I get there, Jesse, like, again, 1.85 million.
That's crazy money. That's crazy money.
Yeah,
for a jersey.
For a jersey. Now I'm starting to look at our politicians like, Julius, wear something.
Okay.
Wear something. Find me 25 years later, I'm like, it belonged to Julius. Next thing you know, I own it.
So now what we're going to move on to is we're going to give you, because you've been talking.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you the opportunity to speak. Ne?
Yes,
All right, so let's do that. Here it is. The Bell of Truth. This is the Bell of Truth, guys. At some point of the show, I will bang it and it'll do the thing, and then you are expected to tell the absolute truth.
Okay.
There's no, it extracts the truth. It gets the truth.
Yes.
But for now, it's introducing the man with the jokes, the man who hits the uppercuts and the jabs of jokes, the heavyweight of humor, the Shampunizer. No, I'm so good. Okay. But there was no applause, nothing there.
It's fine. I get Bonang. But thank you, Bonang. Thank you. You know, I want the t-shirt. Thomas, thank you very much, guys. I reported last week that I'm going to Botswana, so I was there, and then it was fun. They treated me well, and I'm back. But some were dissing me, but it was fine. It was no harm done. Nice. I'm like, hey. So I'm back in one piece, so no problems. Anyways, Bonang is here. For those who don't know, Bonang's favorite color is pink. And as you can see here, Bonang loves pink so much. Actually, she's obsessed in pink. Yes. She manufactured a friend called Pinky Gay.
Okay.
Manufactured out of nowhere, like, boom, how? You have a pink friend? No pink. Yo, feel it, somebody, but no, Thomas.
I just want to, Bonang, I went on your Instagram earlier today. So, and I can tell you that this guy here has liked like every picture.
Yes.
Like Shampunizer, like every picture. I was like, I'm looking, I'm like, ding.
Yeah.
Tips Shampunizer, Shampunizer, Shampunizer.
There's nothing wrong with being a Bonang fan. Ke Bonang,
choose anyana, man.
One of them, we get obvious.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
No. I'm one of those who like uringa Bonang, uring. Like I'm there when I buy. Yeah, when I buy like champagne, like how kiarasa kamo kiregile. Yeah, Bonang. For the people, champagne, beef, champagne. You know, Bonang. I will never, even if they give me a job and say MC with Bonang, I will never take that job. Wow. First, because you are too good, but that is not the real reason. The reason is you're going to make me sound like a girl. Because you are there, oh, this is Bonang, the world. As you can see, this is me, Shampunizer. I'm doing things like, let's talk about football. Micho left Pirates like Dangi, and then next thing you know, trophy. Pirate lifamba to Badung. Because after Twela Pirate, waluka. We rahala. itahala pirate okare ke kokomeng. Like you go to pirate, ba lola, you come back, bona Gabuza. Look at it. Isa camera go. Bona obilanyana be. O jeleng no. O jang Gabuza pe no wakora wen. Wakora re botse nnete. We di thing. Why are you scoring?
We'll have the in-depth conversation. We'll find out.
No, but we just wanted to know. So, Micho is scoring, but I saw some Pirates fans who are, they're like, yo, Micho, our former coach. Guys, Micho is like your ex. Really. Trailam Moto is one. Talking about ex, Mamelodi Sundowns, Kabuza, Barkimang, Billiard, over Fitles. All the Fitles, the whole season, Varsiam Teng, come sign in there. Focal. It's like that girl. You know when you want your ex, umufonela wa araba, umuisadi relay, umuisadi hotele ngwatla, umjisa engeng hetsenzo yelena hai, eke na lebadi. Ke billiard de mo fitlile. O le tshwere fela be. Okay, went to dilo more because I was watching Soccer Zone and I realized that Gabuza, tell me if this is happening. Pitso Msimane said they as coaches, they happen to have a WhatsApp group.
All of them are there.
As
Every
coaches.
coach, like who's coaching in the league, and the Premier League, and the NFD, and
Yes.
the Glad Africa Championship, they're all on a group.
I think that's the only WhatsApp group in the world that uses all the emojis in the group. Because Barumelana the emoji. Coaches doing this to you. Guys, there was no football. Madagascar didn't play, and then I went to the MTN 8 to check why are the fans frustrated, because they really are frustrated. So this is what happened at the MTN 8 since there was no football this week.
Okay, let's have a look.
Jadi team is like baba jab tering mardi braina jadi biscuit look irala ai na ka motho wa o jafela ho ka lebella ka mo bona hore mo moetsweng dijo ke nna bra ole wa utswa Marawi ke tire ko supporta Sundowns ke rata ka pelo ya ka yote di musadi ha ka ri we ke a motho wena ke ya ko Sundowns so ona be no wa o pa ngolo wong
Guys, we found Joshua Dong. Frustrated, Thomas.
I
I'm
don't know
really.
what he said, though.
Yeah, don't mind what he said. It's the frustration that's going when PSL is on a FIFA break, and then Madagascar didn't come and everything. So, hurrah! Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the new ladies league, the women's league. Yeah, I think that's the only league where we are going to need a fifth official. Like the fourth official. I give this Spanish high. This time we're going to have a fifth official to count goals, Thomas. This score like about 7-2. 9-3, 34-2. One day, we'll stop a game. We need a fifth official. Lastly, Bonang, I don't know. I just want to summarize to people my age who want to understand who Bonang is and they don't want to know. Bonang, you are the new age V-Mesh. Iyo, Bonang, iyo.
While we're on the topic of speaking to Bonang, congratulations.
Thank you for.
I opened up my, nominated, headed off to the States, the E! Online. When do you, I'm actually thinking of nicknames, ne?
Uh-huh.
I've got a nickname for you.
Okay, what is it?
The First.
Oh.
Because when I was when you read your app and anyone reads, you're the first for everything. Like,
For a
it
lot
says
of things.
the first this, the first this, the first this. So you're the first, right?
Thank you, I love that.
But you've just been nominated in another major award globally, the USA. Tell us about that quickly.
Yes, it's the People's Choice Awards, and it's the second annual. They're happening on the 10th of November in Santa Monica, in California. And it's the very first time that they have an African influencer category. Nominated with the likes of Wizkid, Davido, Tiwa Savage, Diamond Platinums. So, yeah, I need votes. I need everybody to vote, and hopefully we can bring it home. It's been a wonderful year, and it would be a wonderful way to kind of wrap things up.
So yours is huge. It's in the States. It's a big thing. Let me just ask the guys. Guys, are you nominated for anything? Just out of... Just for control. Maybe now we can vote for you.
Yo.
Dolo longapa. Kabuza nomination.
I don't know.
We are trapo, no nomination, nothing. Okay, so let's get to the topic and give you a chance to communicate with us as far as this. what are your views on Thamsanqa Kabuza's current form? Hashtag Ganda Ganda. That's what we want to do. Use the hashtag Ganda Ganda and give us your views on the current form that the Ganda Ganda is showing. After the break, we're also going to talk about Chester Williams. We'll get Kanyiso's perspective on that and the death of a great rugby player. But before we do that, it's Amakhosi versus Amasandawana. Experience ultra performance in the Shell Helix Ultra Cup. One team, one engine oil. There can only be one. More coming next week on the show.
We are on my course.
There can only be one.
Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Good morning.
This is my mom. She's a dentist.
Do you know what dentists do?
But who protects their teeth?
I use Colgate twice a day. It contains liquid calcium and fluoride. Imagine this is your tooth, and these are the food acids that cause cavities. Colgate helps prevent holes for all-round protection.
So, how do we protect our teeth?
Colgate!
For maximum cavity protection.
Big up to you, Mfethu, with the big dreams. You work hard and make izaka. We respect your hustle. At ShopRite, we know a thing or two about that. Buy low before prices spike, and keep them there when inflation strikes. We subsidize, we innovate. With a single coin, you can buy bread. That's how we operate. Big up to the mom who turned food into a business, to the innovator who delivers hope every day, and the artist that makes something out of nothing. You changed the game. That too is how we made our name. We'll make sure every rand you spend works as hard as you
do. There are people in our community whose helping hands always brighten the day. Caring, selfless, and always there when you need them. Just like Grandpa's fast-acting pain relief that you can always trust. It's ready to work in 10 seconds for backache, muscle ache, toothache, or headache, so that you can get through your day.
Grandpa, trusted for over 100 years.
I took a walk. I had to try. To challenge the world. To challenge the world. Keep walking. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Christian Stewart, the little tap kick across the field to Chester Williams. Chester Williams has scored a brilliant try.
This is Narkadrowski, nice pass away to Bunny Ball, and a chance for Chester Williams on the outside. Can he get in at the corner? The referee has awarded the try. Chester Williams is absolutely delighted.
Chester Williams takes away now. Has he got pace? Chester Williams will score. Great running by Chester Williams. Try number 3 in Test rugby for the Western Province win.
This is Chester Williams. This is great running by the small wing. He's backed himself to Pete van Rensburg on the outside. That is a great try.
Oh, we've lost an absolute legend when it comes to the sport of rugby. A man who's done so much for South Africa, that 1995 World Cup where he was absolutely unique in what he represented to this country. And Kanyiso, we brought you in as a sports journalist from the Sunday Times who's obviously following sports circles closely. let's get our viewers who maybe weren't there in 1995. We're a very young country, up to speed as to who was Chester Williams, what did he represent to this country?
Okay, firstly, I was 7 years old in 95.
Yeah, but you've done the homework.
No, true. I mean, the first thing I remember about Chester was the 1995 quarterfinal against Western Samoa, where he scored just 4 tries.
4 tries.
Yes, they won that game. And remember, Kwagla World Cup, Kwagla number 11, by 2. 1, Jonah Lomu, Chester Williams. And Ungume Walabem South Africa, Uchongo, Chester Williams. You associated with Chester Williams because Ule Balaletu. He was the only black player in that team. And it was funny, but you look at Chester like, Chester Williams, but he was there, he was playing. And it gave you a sense of belonging. Even John Lomu gave a lot of people a sense of belonging. Growing up in Lokshin, the bras, like the bigger bras when you play rugby, the ones who routinely run over us, they'd say, and when they get the ball, they Jonah Lomu off your ball. But you find that with Chester stuck in our hearts because he wasn't big, but he found a way to thrive in the system at the time. And to be honest, then South African rugby at the time wasn't very kind to Abanabamnyam. That transformation has fortunately taken root now to a point where we have Usia Police as captain.
And his career ended due to the knee injury in 2001.
Yeah.
What did he go on to do after that?
He coached at Super Rugby level. Then, but a lot of the work that he's done has been with the University of the Western Cape, where he put them, they were now qualified for Varsity Cup, where they've actually campaigned in the Varsity Cup for the first time. They played with Varsity Shield, and then they won that tournament to get into the Varsity Cup proper. Even the Varsity Cup, they were up against some very good sides, University, Stellenbosch University, UPTAX, UJ, but still, the fact that he got them there with the kind of resources that EUTAB says, because they're not a very big rugby university as compared to Imatis, which is not too far from Belleville, but the fact that they got to that level under Uchester is an achievement on its own.
You know, but I'm trying to get my head around, like, being in a sports team where you're the only one. Like, you're the only black player in the South African team for the first World Cup that we're playing in. There must be just being the only one.
For me, that's exactly what I remember. I think I was as well around 7, 8 years old, around 95, and that's what I remember particularly around that, that iconic South African rugby team that took the World Cup. You cannot forget that team. You cannot forget Chester Williams. And I remember asking my dad particularly who that man was, because he looked closer to, my skin color than everybody. So it's a great loss, but I love that he's his story and his work will forever be remembered and entrenched, I think, in South African sports. It's great. They say representation matters. So, yeah, it's wonderful that his story was part of such a great, bigger story.
And he never he did suffer racism. He was outcast at some point in his rugby career. As much as today we love him, back then it was one of those, maybe somebody else should have been playing instead of Chester. He got through all of that. Yeah. And to lose him at age 49 to that heart attack is a massive loss to South Africa.
I mean, remember at the time that Chester was us and we were Chester. In 1995, very good black players were unheard of at the time because the system was still new in terms of unity, so they weren't getting the kind of opportunities that they're getting now. So we looked at Chester and he says, here is our role model. And remember that it took some time for us to see other black players. Remember that Kayama Lotana was the first ethnic black Springbok to play for the Springboks in the 1999 World Cup. It took one World Cup to another to have another ethnic black player. Yes, there was McNeil Hendricks around 98, but it took a generation for rugby to actually get good black players in.
And there are many black rugby players who played during the apartheid years that, have become well-known now because their stories have come out. But when we look at the modern era, I think all of the black players that are playing now will have to take off their hats and say, we owe what we do today and what we're making and the level that we're playing at to the first guy who did it, Chester Williams.
That is true. That is true. There always has to be the trailblazer. And he is the trailblazer because you can't have any association with rugby post 1995 unless you mention Chester, because Chester was the first recognizable face of black rugby. Much like Jonah Lomu was the biggest superstar pre-professionalism. You look at 1995 team, The first person is Chester. Remember that Chester didn't even play in the opening game against Australia in Newlands. Peter Hendricks did. Remember that there was the Canada game in PE where Peter Hendricks was suspended after kicking out an opponent. Only then he came in. Even then, he wasn't fully fit, but he played.
So thanks for coming in. Thanks for giving us that perspective on Chester Williams. No show would have been complete had we not spoken about the great man and the achievements that he did in the sport of rugby and what we feel for him and the loss of him as South Africans. But, you know, the other thing is, I mean, I think that Utamsanga also knows what it's like to be the first. The first Ganda in football.
The first person to just throw a T-shirt at people. The first, you know. Yeah, your T-shirt.
Yeah.
We could have been millionaires. We could have thrown to the relevant people. But on a serious tip, you know, Thomas, you know how I got to know the name of the rugby players from 95?
Yeah.
It sounds funny, but I learned the names from Desmond Due through an advert. Remember that advert? Windy. Come and take it. Then after doing that, it was Transky. That's how I've learned the names from. So Desmond Dube, you are the first black to mention the names. Anyways, Gabuz. Gabuz, when are you the first to do what?
Throw the cheese.
To throw the... Okay. I actually want to talk about that day. Because I want the secret there, Gabuz. Like, because you went off right and then we'll cook. So I want to find out, ne?
Yeah.
You're going to give us the insight. Okay, we're going to do that after the break. Thank you very much for coming in today. We're going to speak to the Ganda Bonang. We're doing like something we've never done before.
Okay.
Because we're going to do 2 segments with you.
I can't wait.
Like 2.
I can't wait.
Like that's just unheard of.
I can't wait.
So, 2 segments, it's a risk, eh?
I feel very
But
lucky.
you need to stay with us on Sport at 10.
Short, sharp pain is a sign of something not being quite right with the tooth, and that's usually the first sign of sensitivity. I would definitely say please don't ignore any signs or symptoms. The likelihood is the condition is probably going to get worse if you do nothing about it. That's why I recommend Sensodyne in my practice. Sensodyne works at the very heart of the problem, and it actually goes inside the tooth and helps calm down the nerve right where we need it to act. Sensodyne is a brand that I know works.
This weekend only at ShopRite. Get up to 40% off with deals like a value pack of Pampers Dry Nappies for only 120 Rand per pack. Save 60 Rand. And Kellogg's Cornflakes for just 25 Rand. Save 11 Rand. This weekend only at ShopRite. Lower prices you can trust. Always.
What you've got under the hood that counts. At Men's Clinic International, we can help you. Visit one of our doctors for help with weak erections, early ejaculation, and low sex drive. Simply SMS HELP to 32110 or send a please call me to 072-315-2574.
Parenting is not easy. Some days, you've got to be tough mom. Other days, gentle mom. But when it comes to fever, you need to be both. Calpol starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Calpol, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
You will need a tough lawyer one day. Pursuing a case against your employer, a company that's ripped you off, or even the police. But they don't work for free. Scorpion takes care of the legal bills when you need us to, even if you lose the case. Join Scorpion Legal Protection from just 50 Rand per month and gain the power to strike back legally. SMS Justice to 34453.
Shafere. Hey!
Cheese Louise, Mom. Cheese and crackers. Polonium and listeriosis.
Watch as our online content creators get verified.
They did my twin brothers.
They're really not that identical.
So do I.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a time. This Thursday at 7:30 p.m. right here on SABC 1 Mzansi for sure.
Arbona ya kule jano nyetswa kapeka Kabuza. Obri Kabuza. Wetsala motoko matsela nyaka kege Doli Kabuza.
Kabuza, acres of space here for Kabuza, has the chance of a through. Kabuza still going. Kabuza gets 3 goals in 3 league games for the Botville Golden Arrows, taking his goal tally up to 5 for the season.
Nangushonga ke manje ngakhathela asifana Nangushonga na Kabuza Kalagata.
That's a good header. That's a really good header.
And it's so late.
It's Amakosi. And they're up against Amasandawana. Experience ultra performance in the Shell Helix Ultra Cup. 1 team, 1 engine oil. There can only be 1. More coming next week on the show. So make sure you are with us for that. Ballot truth, ballot truth, ballot truth, ballot truth, ballot truth. I need the answer from the Kanda. This is the question it's been on my mind the whole night. Tamsana.
Thomas.
Lamazaza man. Awakbona or Rama make me nice.
Ati future is bright ngalena Thomas.
So, Manga, if I put them on, can I see better? Or okay, let me get the answer myself. I'm gonna go like, because I want to see if they are foreseen or not. This is the answer that I want. They're foreseeing.
Sorry?
They're foreseeing. They're foreseeing. Okay. All right. Okay. No. So you wear contacts when you're playing, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Samson, let's just talk a little bit about, leaving Orlando Pirates. You're now with SuperSport United. You're doing the job there. You're the top goal scorer for SuperSport United in the MTN 8. But I saw it being said that you felt that, you left in such a hurry, you didn't really get a chance to say goodbye. What did you want to say to those Pirates fans on your way out the door?
Thomas, uthi ngikutshele kahle. Angidlanga kahle break yami because bengisekhaya and then chairman called me, maybe bengisana 3 days ngisekhaya and ngibuye ngiphinde ngibuyele emuva ngiphinde ngibuye and benginama meeting amaningi no chairman. Maybe 3 weeks. Nginama meetings phinde ziwapostpone ngiphinde ngibuyele ngiphinde ngihamba and then kube yiyona ke le movie ye SuperSport ngoba naye bengekho sure ukuthi kenake ufuna ukuthi ngihambe or ufuna ukuthi ngihlale and sibe nje nama argue amaningi.
So awukhona ukuvalelisa kahle?
Angikhona ukuvalelisa kahle ngoba kuze kwahamba ekutheni ukuthi ngize ngibe ku SuperSport.
Bofuna ukuthini? I mean nayi chance yokuvalelisa ngithi ungabatshe ubofuna ukubatshelana?
Bengibafuna ukutshela ukuthi kenake bangenze lo muntu enguyena namhlanje ibona through ngifika ku Pirate youngster and then manje I'm a senior player and then ngaso sonke isikhathi bafuna ngenze into ekufanele ngiyenze ukuscora amagoli.
6 years yonke man.
6 years Thomas.
Marbenilwa man. Kule 6 years. Kabuza versus the Pirates fans. It was a big fight.
Yeah, njengoba usho ukuthi kenake ngihambe ngasavalelisanga inhliziyo yami bebhlungu kakhulu Thomas. Laba abantu labana bangenze lo muntu enguyena manje bangikhulisile and then ngugabuza lo score amagoli njengamanje. Unfortunately ngisawascorela iPirates ngiscorela iSuperSport but ibona ngaso sonke isikhathi ukuthi ngiyazi ukuthi mangene egroundini into efanele ngiyenze ukuscora if mangascori ngiyazi ukuthi kenake kuzokwenzakalani ngaso sonke isikhathi bebe nami ngaso sonke isikhathi.
Uyikhetheleni iSuperSport United because I know there were 5 teams looking to try and sign you. Why go to Pretoria?
Thomas ngathini agent yami.
Yeah.
Agent yami ngikhethelele since 2016 ne before ngize kule show yakho uyazi ukuthi kenake maningi ama team ebengifuna even not la ku PSL and then agent yami yasho ukuthi kenake no angakabi ready ngisahlala ukuthi uyazi ukuthi ubani agent yami
Still
Dr. Ivan Khoza.
Wow. Okay. agent enzima ke le. Agent enzima le.
And then iyona nami ngitshelele ukuthi ke nanka ama team awu5 angifunayo and ama big team ne. And then washo ukuthi ke uyangazi mina since Golden Arrows ungilande uyena lapha yana and then uzonginika i-team mina la ngizofika khona ngidlale khona. If though ebengafuna ukuthi ngihambe wathi kona wangiyisa ku SuperSport.
And MTN8 3 games, so now like 3 goals already. Yini leyenza ukuthi ukore kangaka ku SuperSport? Is style so clear? What's working for you? What's suiting you so much?
Environment, Thomas. Yabona la ngikhona. Ngisuke ekhaya ngaye ekhaya, Thomas. Yabona SuperSport ingwelcome kamnandi kakhulu. And ngendlela ebengacabanga ukuthi bangangwelcome ngakhona. Even though bekunama players ebezidlala nawo ku national team akhona lapha yana and then mase ngizwa kahle kahle ukuthi kenake labantu bangifune since ngina 2 seasons ngifikile ku Pirates and bebengifuna ukuthi ngize. And then
Marne supply iningi man. Supply iningi. Now ngathi uhlale boxing more at SuperSport United than you did at Pirates.
Thomas yabona ngathini angazi ngikuchazela kanjani. Abo coach bahlukile. Ne and system ihlukile yokudlala ne. Abanye badlala boma half space, abanye badlala boma diagonal ball, abanye awu coach bakutshela ukuthi defend uzofike lapha, abanye bakutshela ukuthi yenza kanjani.
But le yakusebenzela yini le nidlalayo le? Give the ball to Gabuza. Is that the formation? Get it wide, throw it in, Gabuza is going to be there.
No, siqale training Thomas. Ngeke ngisho ukuthi yipi ke le system esidlalayo ngoba manje angithi sazodlala weekend Thomas abangeke ngikuvezele kahle.
Sikhona ukunibona lapha escreenini like secret man.
Ayashintsha ama system Thomas. But lega coach ukuthi as a striker mina ungitshela ukuthi as a striker isystem yalana ke bazokubona ukuthi umuntu odlala kanjani. And then bese be introduce kuleso style leso sokudlala yabona. Njengoba nami shooting ngifike kahle kuleso style leso.
You know, you're actually making me think of something because last week Samuel Eto'o, and I know we've got some visuals of Samuel as well. Samuel Eto'o decided that he's retiring from football. One of the great footballers of the African continent, maybe the greatest of all time in terms of what he's done. He's won a couple of Africa Cup of Nations. He's won the Champions League in Europe 3 times, Barcelona, Inter Milan. His name. But the one thing that I know is that, especially his Barcelona days, he was not respected. You know, udlala no Ronaldinho, udlala no Messi. Yeah, he scores 28 goals in a season, but udlala no Ronaldinho, udlala no Messi. Do you feel that, you know, strikers, maybe like a Gabuza as well, they don't get the respect that they deserve from the fans? Like a Samuel Eto'o maybe deserved even more from Barcelona.
Ngashala kanjani ngam appreciate umuntu okola amagoli amangaka.
Yeah, because angithi sifuna lawa bamapensele lo thatha umuntu manje. Samuel was a great finisher, you know, puts the ball in the net, siya corner flag, mar you know, sometimes people don't appreciate that.
Shangazi ngayichaza kanjani Thomas, but Samuel Eto'o African ne. Yeah, and then bedlala na nebala ne.
Ndoda ufuna ukusho kanjalo? Okay,
kind of yabo ngisho kanjalo.
Le angithinti. I know what you're saying though, but how are you, for instance, what are you going to do now at SuperSport United to make sure that that respect, Yaguti Gabuza, you know, the striker that left Golden Arrows, who was scoring, you know, almost 10 goals a season when he was at Golden Arrows, he's going to be that guy now at SuperSport United?
Yeah, Thomas, as a SuperSport, njengoba bengishilo ukuthi kanake it's my new home, and then bangwelcome kahle. Into efanele benzele yona ukuthi ngiscore ama goals, ngwina ama cup nabo, ngwina i-league nabo, and then lapha ngifila ngisekhaya futhi again, and the way into iyenzeka ngakhona, and the way be believer ngakhona kumina ngaso sonke isikhathi, since the training, during the game, even at the camp, Thomas, yabona.
And I know you've got a game on the weekend, and then during the week, MTN8, that second semi-final. There's no pizza on Monday. You know, he's got a plan that he says they can keep you quiet, cut the supply.
Yeah, Thomas. MTN 8. For sure, I'm a leading goal scorer, ne?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, okay. No, yeah, 3. You're the leading goal scorer.
Okay.
Yeah, no, okay, no.
But njengoba bengishilo ukuthi kenake ama system ayashintsha Thomas. Maybe ngizobe ngadlali angazi. Ngoba
if you are there,
score Thomas again. I will.
Let's leave it there. Kanda. It's good to have you in the studio. All the best. We're loving the start that you've made at SuperSport United. Keep doing it. Keep showing them that at age 32, the goals are still there.
Thank you, Thomas.
There it is. Thamsanqa Kabuza with us on Sport at 10. We're going to a break. After the break, the Queen Bee, I mean, she's been busy. Absolutely busy. She's got so much going on right now. So we're going to just find out about the exciting projects that she's involved in, put the quiz to her, get the shampooizer in here. Let's just have some fun with Bonang Mateba.
We are downs. There can only be one.
Many people with sensitivity have a gum problem they're not aware of, and that concerns me. I oftentimes see both problems going hand in hand. They have a short, sharp sensation when they're eating, drinking, and gum problems definitely don't solve themselves. They need to address both issues. I would definitely be recommending the new Sensodyne Sensitivity and Gum. It helps reduce sensitivity and it will improve their gum health. It's great to have a dual action toothpaste like this because it's addressing two big issues that come into my surgery every day in one product.
Clear for Men, enriched with glycerine and vitamins E and A, keeps your skin moisturized, leaving it nourished and feeling good for 48 hours. Clear for Men, made for men.
Ladies and gentlemen. Quiet, please.
Suffering from back pain? Apply Voltaren ML Gel. Unlike heat rubs that work on the skin surface, Voltaren ML Gel is a clinically proven anti-inflammatory medicine which penetrates through the skin. It relieves pain, treats inflammation and speeds healing. Voltaren ML Gel, the world's #1 medicated gel.
Ikhathi zamanje nezakudala azisafani.
Sesiphila isilungu kakhulu whereas we are losing iculture yethu asazi nokuthi kenziwa ini akwenziwa ini.
Lolu siko lolusilona olwamanje olwesizwe sonke ngishabatswana namavenda namandebele namashangani wonke umuntu.
Siyabonga ukuthi ibe yinhlanga ezahlukehlukene kona kodwa lokho okubahlanganisile baba imbumba ekulweleni amalungelo ezamasiko.
Emasisweni, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. only on SABC 1. Mzansi for sure.
All roads lead to Bukoni Buphirima for the 14th annual Satma Awards on the 28th of September 2019. Get your ticket from CompuTicket. Enjoy great performances. You can now vote for your favorite nominees by sending an SMS to 49495. This year's theme is Free to Be Me. Tata Bukoni Buphirima. Satma Awards. My culture, your culture, one nation. Brought to you by SABC 1.
Good afternoon, Mzansi, and welcome to Jovicho 2010, the show that celebrates you, the fans, as you experience the very first Soccer World Cup on African soil. My name is Bonang, and on today's edition of Jovicho, we're going to be celebrating the Makarapa. Yesterday it was all about the Vuvuzela, and today we're going to be taking a look at how this little thing is made.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bonang Mateba.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now the ABSA Premiership Award time. The ABSA Premiership Goalkeeper of the Season Award is presented.
Yeah,
the performance throughout the season was of such a nature that he had a significant influence on the team's results in all competitions.
But now how nice.
Yeah, what about Thomas?
No, Mariki development. I get it. Go polo development team, and then you come into and then you become the finished thing.
Yes, Kate.
So we're looking at the development years there.
That is crazy. I forgot about that. I hosted a show during the 2010 FIFA World Cup on SABC One called Jovita 2010, and we looked at what the fans did during, you know, around the World Cup, the fan parks and, you know, all the lifestyle elements around the World Cup. That was fun.
And this is home, right? I mean, the SABC is home.
This is what started it all for me.
Yeah.
This is why I can always come back and, you know, retell my story. I always have, you know, achieved something every now and then that's different and cool. And I love that the SABC gives me an opportunity to come back and, you know, just kind of share what I'm up to with everyone.
Which brings me very nicely to sharing what you're up to. Because Global Citizen Activate, National Geographic, when I put those two things together, especially National Geographic, I'm like, Marubonang, how does she come together with National... Because National Geographic is animals and...
I know, right?
Here it is, the... rarely spotted.
No,
is it like...
Okay,
so what are you doing?
So I'm a Global Citizen Ambassador, and I am part of a docu-series called Activate, the Global Citizen Movement. It is a 6-part docu-series that followed celebrities around the world who are Global Citizen Ambassadors, who are doing work on the ground. You know, I have the Bonang Mateba Bursary Fund, and I'm very passionate about educating the girl child. And I visited a school in the East Rand earlier on this year, and different, you know, celebrities around the world did the same things. And I just, you know, put together 1-hour episode where I talk about the things that I love, the things that I'm passionate about, and what young, you know, girls are struggling with, why it is they are, you know, missing out on school, why it's important for us to keep our girls in school, and all that and more.
Will we see it? Like,
yes,
it'll come to South Africa?
Yes, absolutely. It premieres worldwide on the 15th of September, National Geographic, and then every Sunday at 8 p.m. on National Geographic around the world.
Okay, now the one thing I know about South Africans is like, they're like, okay, sharp, ne? You said it's a 6P part, what, but you also said I'm in one of them.
Yeah,
so we... those other ones... Those other ones, yeah, it's great, but what episode must I tune in for?
Yeah, episode 4. Episode 4, yeah. It is about, you know, educating the girl's child, my love for education, my work as a Global Citizen Ambassador. You know, after the festival is gone, people obviously wonder... So this is what we do on the job, on the groundwork, that we're also proud of.
Like, are you South African anymore? Because you're just global everything.
Wow.
Like the other day, you were like a person who was winning global social awards in Prague.
Yes.
So you're like just global now. Like global is in your name.
Yeah, I'm very lucky, but I think I'm global because I get so much love from home. You know, South Africa is my huge billboard. It is the people that lift me up and, you know, push me forward. So if it wasn't for home, I wouldn't be who I am, you know. And people around the world wouldn't know what I do and who I am. I'm able to be Bonang at home because I have the platforms. I'm able to host the shows and live out my dream. And I think that's it.
And again, congratulations on winning that Global Social Award.
Thank you.
I mean, that was an amazing thing.
Thank you.
I don't want to admit, but I do watch sometimes. Like
up to date.
I just wanted to know, like, travel tip.
Yes.
Should I go to Prague?
Yes.
Is it pretty there?
It is beautiful, but you have to go with a significant other.
Oh,
yeah, love. Like the rose, the white.
But you didn't have that. You didn't have that when you were there.
I know. That's why I'm very upset. I want to go back. I wasn't there. I was only pinky girl. There was no...
complicated that needs kissing and loving and what...
So I want to go back. It is really beautiful. I think it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
If you could go with a sportsman, who would you go to Prague with?
Sportsman. I would go with... I don't know, right?
Tough question. We're going to a break. We're going to come back after this. We want this answer. There's a bell of truth that will extract the truth. Now she's got an ad break to think, though. It's kissing, loving, romanticizing on the rivers and what's of Prague. Who would Bonang take on that trip from the sporting arena? We're back after this.
That's a bit...
Are you worried about the stains on your teeth? Help is at hand. New Aquafresh Pure White. Gently removes stains up to 3 times more effectively. Restoring your natural white smile. Aquafresh Pure White. Our gentle way to whiten teeth.
All right.
The city of Good Hope, Cape Town, will once again draw the attention of thousands as runners gather for the Sanlam Cape Town City Marathon, Africa's only IAAF gold label status marathon. Athletes will experience Africa's most visited and most celebrated city in a spectacular route from Beach Road in Sea Point to the finish line at the Cape Town Stadium. Catch this global city race this Sunday, live on SABC2 at 6:30 a.m. and live crossings on your favorite SABC radio stations. The Sanlam Cape Town City Marathon, brought to you by SABC Sport for the love of the game.
Parenting is not easy. Some days, you've got to be tough mom. Other days, gentle mom. But when it comes to fever, you need to be both. Calpol starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Calpol, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
All right, we're still with Bonang. But Bonang, Twitter has been busy.
Yes.
Twitter has been very, very busy. You told us that you played football. I was like,
yes.
I don't believe Bonang's ever played soccer in her life. And then Twitter said, no, we've got the evidence. So let's show the evidence as coming in from your fans on Twitter.
We look so dry.
And you know what? in my ear, there were people like, Marahayo Bonang Mon. She is actually in this picture.
Guys.
Third on the right. If you look at the back row. Looking at the TV screen.
Yes.
And then third, that's you.
That is awful.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I look so... Woo, Mari. Wait.
Okay, we want the answer now.
My yes, look at me and Tom. I probably scored.
Wow.
No, this is us probably celebrating the goal.
We've got the pictures, the goals we don't believe. Goals we don't believe.
Yes.
However,
yes.
Okay, so before the break I asked.
Yes.
Who would you take on that romantic trip from the world of sport to Prague for romantic what and what?
So, you know, I was watching the AFCON, and, I mean, there were faces there we haven't seen in a while, you know, some cute faces and stuff, you know, people that do well that are never home. Maybe Lars.
South African striker Lars.
Yes, AFCON.
Lars felt vague.
Man, unane something.
I heard you say what tattoo?
You know, I follow him on Instagram. Unane. Wait to see Riti, man. I kiss unane za. Why? How about the last?
No, for you.
I really, I think Lars
I wouldn't
is
go with
quite
Lars,
good
me personally. Lars is not on my list.
I mean, Lars is good.
Lars is good.
Lars is good.
Okay.
And you, or you.
Or me.
Yeah.
Yeah, stretch, man.
I mean, I won't say no to a free holiday.
No, stretch. I give her ready.
I'm getting very frightened.
I'm on the bench. Lars, if you can't make it...
Substitute!
I'm going. However. Bell of truth. It's time for the bell of truth. The question you cannot not tell us the truth to.
Okay.
You're doing a reality show.
Yes.
Being Bonang.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you call anyone when that show is on, you're like talking to yourself. Because people are like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Like, hey, I'm watching.
Yes.
Okay, so the word on the street is that it's not going to happen again. Being Bonang is done after this series of Being Bonang.
Yes. We are on season 3.
Is that the truth?
That is the truth. We are on season 3, and it's after this. It's, you know, kudos and thank you very much. I think, you know, 3 is a nice, it, you know, represents completion.
No.
But
it's a reality show, Bonang. I mean, it's not like you're going to stop living, right?
No, absolutely
So why can't we not go along the journey with you?
I don't know. My life is going to change quite drastically. You know, I want different things. I've been working non-stop for about 15, 16 years. You know, I want different things. I want to...
Kids. Family.
Yeah.
You and me in Prague.
Wabon, dilonyana tse so. 9 months labo bomlambo bamatama SABC.
You let's get to the quiz. Let's get to the quiz fast before.
Yes, okay.
I've got the quiz. This is the Sport at 10 cup. You can't have it. It's priceless. The cakes you can. Take. Okay, you're fine. You can have the cakes if you get the questions right.
Okay, cool.
You've already shown us Unali sporting pedigree and a great taste in men.
Yes.
But who are these people here?
LeBron James.
And
his wife, Is it Savannah or Sabrina
Wow.
James? Yeah.
Okay, she knows the couple.
I follow them.
Let's move on to
her.
another couple. Let's check because you really brought up the couple thing.
Yes.
Let's see if we can
Couples
test
are
you
great.
on another
Wags
couple.
are fabulous. Ooh, Bokang Monchani, former Miss South Africa, and Spiwa Shabalala.
Tell me.
The man that scored the first goal at the 2010 FIFA World Cup.
Show off. Which one is better? Being a judge at Miss South Africa or hosting on the stage?
Oh, hosting.
Really?
Hosting. I love to host. Judging, it's boring. Hosting, you're part of it all, part of the production with the girls. Yeah, Miss South Africa is like one of my absolute favorite moments this year.
Okay, and then staying in the Miss SA space, can you name this person and her man? Okay, we'll show you another picture here.
Oh, there we go. Yes. I know her. Former Miss Universe and Miss South Africa, Demi Lee.
Yeah.
And then, Mushimano Soko America, ki Tom or ki team?
Ki team.
Eh.
Ujala.
Football, ya ko America ibutswangan. Softball.
No, America, I said softball.
American football.
American football.
American football. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
but you got
American
3 out
football.
of 3.
Yeah.
You got 3 out of 3. What do you say?
I feel bingi gele. Yeah, matcha.
O tla
Ke fe bingi gele e ke ya hao.
Ke a leboga tle ma shampoo na
No, khuma khara tlhatlha re la betso
I just want one question more for a sporting question. Did your dress really weigh 9 kilos at the Durban July? 9 kilos?
Yes, it did.
But how?
It was beads. Every single one of those little tassels that you saw wasn't actual tassels. It was beaded.
But 9 kilos?
9 kilograms. You should have seen my body. I was aching. I had
Patrice,
bruises. And a limo, like everything, more red.
For fashion?
Obvious.
Slave?
Of course. PSL red. Hi, man.
Do these dresses weigh a lot?
They do.
How? I didn't
Beauty weighs a lot, and it's quite painful. I mean, you know what? We have to do it.
I feel your pain.
You must
Like,
give
I know.
the people what?
Okay, we have to go.
Okay.
Guys, Pirates is playing, so kire kisari Lena sign. Lena.
You're so
I know
bad.
it's a
You're so
sign,
bad.
Margaret.
Bonang,
That is
thank you very
horrible.
much
You're
for
a
coming in
horrible
on the show tonight. Thank you for sharing the truth and
Thank you for
crushing a
having me.
lot of people's hopes for next season 4. But you never know.
You never know. Might pop up somewhere else.
You never know. And all the best. You're representing
Thank
us on
you.
that global stage like nobody else is doing, and
can't
we
wait.
really,
Thank you,
really
thank you,
appreciate
thank you,
what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You know who's our guest next week?
Mang.
Miss SA.
Oh yeah.
Zozibini.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Yes.
She's wonderful.
She's coming in.
She's really stunning.
Miss South Africa.
So we're going to leave you with the words that we leave you with
Pirates
every
Adler.
single week. If you're not watching Sport at 10, what are you doing?
Discover your favorite shows tomorrow on 1 at